we really doing this, kitty cat? Really want to cuddle right now at this moment? Oh, you're frisky, huh? You are totally frisky. Are you gonna like attack me on the air or something like that? What are you doing over there? Oh, wait a minute. Are we up? Is that live still? Oh yeah, is that what I'm doing? Come here. You want the levies? All the girls are gone, so you're acting like I see how this goes, by the way. Hey, please hit that like button on YouTube if you can,
So we're now 5 minutes
and
away
on
from the top of the
Twitch. I'd
hour. We're
appreciate it.
expecting the release of the latest Fed beige book.
Let's see if I can get my headphones on here. Did I just lose a light back there? I think I might have just lost the light. I'm having like, is it brownouts maybe? I don't know. I'm like losing lights in my studio. Maybe it is me. Saying it's not me. Saying it's their end. There we go. Hey, what's going on, Scotty? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for the like, Fast Eddie. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm checking my internet here. It's good. I got 785 download and like 800 upload right now. So it's not me.
Levitt says that Trump will determine victory once the goals are realized.
It ain't me. Check this really quick. Yeah, that all looks good. I look like a rocker without headphones. I got want to see my hair? Is that like pull all that back? I just cut it recently. I get it really long. I cut it to my shoulders recently. It usually goes past my shoulders. The other thing too, I normally do too is I'll part it and hold on. I like part it down and then put it behind my ears like this, like so. For the stream, oftentimes. Put those on like that. I don't know. No one wears long hair anymore. If you notice, like people are. If you notice, people are very conservative in their dress these days. Extremely conservative. That's why I wear my hair long.
According to Alpais, the
Because
government
I used
denies
to wear
that Spain
shorter
is going
hair.
to cooperate militarily with the US.
Most of my life had short hair, but most of my life had short hair, or I had like a very long top and short
So there were
sides that I would
some
part it to the
reports
side and have
that
it cover.
that Spain was going to
But now
cooperate
it's all
militarily
long.
with the US, but according to Alpais, that's not true.
Another setup here for another setup going. We did get the new high up here. It's all we need. Look out for the flush to the
From
downside.
says Moncloa, sources have denied that Spain is going to
This is
cooperate
the
militarily with the US.
same
as
trade right
stated
here.
by White House spokesperson Levitt. Also, less than a minute ago, now to get
This
the
is
Fed
the
book.
up move to the new high, and then we're just looking for the flush to go higher. And if we can't get the flush now, we'll get it in the end of the day. Even my clothier, like I have like my clothier when he makes me clothes. I have him do a little bit less conservative look for me, um, because everyone's like completely conservative in their dress.
Ten seconds.
Well, here, guys, having some seating issues. Spanish government saying that they deny that they're going to cooperate with the military.
Fed Beige Book says overall economic activity increased at a slight to moderate pace in 7 of the 12 federal districts, while the number of districts reporting flat or declining activity increased from 4 in the prior period. To 5 in the CU. Overall economic expectations were optimistic, with most districts expecting slight to modest growth in the coming months. Wages rose at a modest or moderate pace in most districts as firms competed for this report wages rose at a modest to moderate pace in most districts. Economic expectations were optimistic, with most districts expecting slight to moderate growth in the coming months. Prices increased moderately in recent weeks, with 8 districts reporting moderate price growth and 4 seeing slight or modest increases. We have posted out the Fed Beige Book account feed for you to read through as well. White House says this weekend Trump will welcome
A
heads of state
dreamboat?
from 12 Latin American nations in Miami.
I saw a meme yesterday that said that said to like keep your house clean and have a mid body is a lot of hard work. I was like, I'm fucking right. It was like just doing that, like married with kids and just trying to like maintain or not become a complete fuck up. Like, it's not easy, is it?
According to IRGC advisor, it says that time is in Iran's favor during war. So this is IRGC
Oh, what's
advisor
that?
speaking to Al
Oh,
Jazeera, saying Iran is prepared for a long war.
ooh, what's that?
And
Look at that
time
book
is in
map
Iran's
up there. What's
favor
going
during
on?
war.
Book map. Ruh-roh. Take a peek. See that big red bar? See that up there? Okay, bring this down a little bit. I want to get this out of frame. Oh yeah, there we go. We're not getting that out of frame. Hold on here. Get that. Push that thing. Come here. Yeah. Yeah, you like that. Like, push it down there a little bit more. I need to get it one that actually fits. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. I have videos. My mind is mush. I got some videos if you want to watch them. We can spend some time on this stuff. You want to talk about it? Let's spend some time on it. Here, give me a second. My mind mush 7848. We'll do. I like doing this lesson. This is an easy thing you can do. A rule for yourself. We'll
concludes
we'll make
comments
a
from
rule
White
for
House
yourself.
Press Secretary.
Now you can use like whatever you want for this. Doesn't matter. let's go to let's switch screens here. I'll go over this right now. Some of you have already been over this 100 times, but we'll do this for Mind Mush. Okay. We got nope, this one right here. Okay, we're gonna do a quick lesson here. Okay, you ready, Mind Mush? I want you to see if you can do a screen capture or screen grab, video screen grab, like a snipping tool. You can snip video, I think. Snip some video right now at home. Okay, we'll make this really easy. Okay, so I'm on a 1 minute time frame right now. This works on every time frame. So if we go to a week, hold on here. Let me change it. Give me a second here. Create new layout. Name it this right here. Open in a new tab. Okay. So this is right now, this is a 1 minute. This is a spy chart, 1 minute. We're going to get rid of volume. Fuck volume. Don't care about it. Well, I do care about it, but it doesn't matter to this. So this is a 1 minute chart. This works on any time frame. This is a 1 minute. Now, let's say you're a day trader. You need 10-second charts, 1 minute charts, 5 minute charts, 15-minute charts on a daily basis, right? We have an hourly basis. Here's an hour chart. A day basis. You can run this on a day. You can run this on a month. There's a week. You can actually run this on a weekly basis. You're like, oh, I'm going to set it and forget it. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this on a weekly basis. This is a weekly chart right here. Right? So there's a weekly chart. Where are we right now on a weekly basis? We're in the middle. Right? You can kind of see right here, you've got this right here. And so you can look at this here. Let's look. So this could be a minute chart. Doesn't really matter. You have this big thrust higher, right? And we kind of bounce right here, right? You see that? And there's some. This is either distribution, or it is what? Consolidation. So this chart could be a 1 minute chart. This could be an hour chart. It doesn't matter. Let's say you're a trader that you're like, hey, I work 80 hours a week, Cap, and I only have so much time to do my thing, right? And I place one trade a year, Cap. So you've got your high. This is your marked out high right here. In this case, you have trend higher. We'll just draw this in. In this case, you have trend higher. Right? Nice big pump right here. And we move into consolidation or distribution. We don't know what it is. Right? And what oh, wait a minute. What you're going to do is, let's say back here, we marked out this high right here, or this low. As a rule, when you come up into these, like, here's our move higher. Here's our low. Right? Write these rules down. You have a trend move. Right? Boom, we make a low. We make a high. And we make another low over here. So you've got your low and your new low. Your low in this case up. You have a low, a new low, and then you're looking for the failure of the buyer. So this would be green. Right? You have a new low, you'd be looking for the green. And you'd look for exhaustion from buyers. That would mean that that green candle would turn red. And you would start chasing this down like right about here. Make sense? So you put your one trade on for the next 1 to 3 months or something, and we're getting shanked to the depths of hell. Oh my God, everything is horrible. End of the world. We didn't get that here, did we? We got our low, our new low, but right here, we did not get the failure. We actually gapped up, and we did not get the failure or exhaustion of buyers. That's bad, right? You wanted to see that new red candle so you could start shorting this. Why we check every time frame. So we look back again, and now we're in the middle, right? We're in the middle. You can even drop this down here. So we're in the middle right now, aren't we? We have a high right here. Right? A new high. Bam, higher. Woohoo! Sent us lower. Got a new high. Where is the bias? Up. It's not down. It's up. It's up. It's not down. You see it now? Like everybody's saying crash, crash, crash. Crash, crash, going to take all that out. I don't know if the market's going to crash or not. Don't do anything right now. You might be in some doom right here. Market might crash. Oh my God, Iran. Oh my God, NFP. Why does Cap keep saying we're going to go up? Why does Cap keep saying we're going to hit 700? Why does Cap say we're going to hit 705 and 715? This is why. This is why right here. The way is higher, not lower. Now we're stuck in the middle right here. Pain in the ass, but the bias is up. The bias is up. As of right now.
Data, US money fund assets surged to a record.
So in a longer frame of period or time on this weekly basis, we're going up, aren't we? Not only that, but look at this closely. We're above and breaking out in the middle. We're not stuck in here, are we? We're not in here anywhere. Price is right here. Trying to get up.
Further detail into this, then investors are rushing into US money market
to
funds,
the upside,
lifting total assets to a record $8.271 trillion as the war in Iran fuels a broad flight to safety. Some $49 billion flowed into money market funds in the week ending March 3rd, according to latest figures from Crane data.
So let me show this to you in a better frame.
So
you can do this up or down.
$18.5 billion alone came in on Tuesday as the effects of the US-Israeli strikes on Iran reverberated across the
Does not matter if you're
latest
in a
funds boosted
downtrend,
this
1, 2,
more than
3, 4,
$162
5,
billion.
or 1, 2, 3. Okay? Doesn't matter if you're going in an uptrend, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even 1, 2, 3, believe it or not. This is a directional move. This is a corrective move to go down farther. This is a up move to have a small correction to start another sequence up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And along the way, we consolidate. So if we're going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or a 1, 2, and 3, at each spot, we have consolidation or distribution levels. Maybe we fail, right? Oh my God, it's only 1, 2, boom, boom, boom. Matter of fact, your best paying is the middle. See how your best paying is the middle? But what we're going to focus on is this stuff here. Okay? In these consolidation levels or distribution levels. Make sense? This is what we're going to focus on right now. So we have inflection points on every frame. We have, hey, this is an inflection point. Hey, this is an inflection point, right? So no matter what, if price is going down or price is going up, We have inflection points, major ones on a 1 minute, a 5 minute, a 15 minute, on a 30 minute, an hour, a day, so on and so forth. So you'll see like traditional charting, you'll see something like this, let's say. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah, it's not really, it's kind of a fucked up looking thing right there. And we hit our target. This is our inflection point. Right? Let me do this better here. We'll do it just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there. We have a major inflection point here. Okay, this is on the downside. This works on the upside too. You can inverse this.
US is to pay interest if ordered to pay importers tariff refunds. So Trump administration confirms interest payment plans in filing.
You would draw in here just a horizontal box. If you look at like those quick reading charts, they'll show you things like this, right? They'll actually show this one drop. Then they'll show this for continuation, or it's like maybe it's a bear or a bull flag or a bear flag. Doesn't matter. All of a sudden we're up. The flags really don't matter. Traditional chart, no, it doesn't matter. All you care about is this right here. And you're looking for some information. Did we stop? Did we break underneath to go back up again? We need to know that information. Did we break the inflection point or not? Did we break up and make a new low or not? Let's say we just park here. Let's say we break below it. Doesn't even matter. They break below it. Oh my God, we broke below it. That's a bearish sign, isn't it? But it's not going to normally go down. It's going to consolidate or distribute. Consolidate to go up or distribute. So you get your low. Normally your FOMOers, doomers in this case, see that low and they go, start selling. It's going to crash, bro. 75 to 95%, 93% of the time, they're wrong. What will happen is we'll get sucked back up in here, at minimum to right here. At minimum. At least this. Now, if you see the next candle would be red, you can short this. Red with a new low, you can actually short that. But you have to wait for that green candle. And normally that is not what happens. So when you have that break and that consolidation line, right? You didn't draw this in yet. Right? When you have that break and that consolidate, or you do draw this in, but when you have this break here, you're still waiting for that green candle. You gotta remember that. You gotta wait for that fucking green candle. And where does it stop? Right? And do we make a new low? And if we don't, what happens? So this thing goes back up inside the box. And notice that it is not, I should redraw this. Hold on. That's better. So you can see it. So let's say in this case, we went below it. You can look for a failure here. You would see the green happen, right? If you start to see a new red candle here, you can take that trade to the downside. But if you don't see that candle, you'll go what's called being stuck in the middle. Now you want to pay close attention to this prior high right here, that top of that red line right there. And you want to see if we get above it or not. Let's say we don't get above it. let's say we're just stuck in here. But we don't make a new low either. So you're stuck in the middle. You're just watching right now. You're not trading right now. This is where the trade is right here. And I'm going to show you where the trade is afterwards. But in here, you don't fuck around. And here, all you're doing is observing on any frame. So now you get, you bounce here, and all of a sudden, you make a new high. And it's higher than this prior high over here. That's bullish. Well, this is bearish. This is bullish. But what do I do? Just because this is bearish, am I taking the trade? Nope. Just because that's bullish, am I taking the trade? Fuck no. I'm not taking that trade. I can trade inside of this range. I can trade in here. I can take minor trades, but I can't take the trade to break out or break down. And this is on any frame. So you're just observing right now. And you might think to yourself, well, maybe it'll run away from me. It'll run away to the upside. I lost the trade. Or it ran away from me to the downside. Over here, it just kept running. Too rare. 3% of the time, 5% of the time, depending on what kind it is, 3%, 5%, maybe 15. 15 if you see the green and then it stops and starts going down. The 15% of the time, you'll have a chance to jump on the trade anyways. But generally speaking, that trade is not for you because you don't have a fucking edge. You need to have an edge. You need to have, this is going to work out 70, 80, 90% of the time. And within that 70, 80, 90% of the time, you need to also be taking the best, choicest part of that trade so that you have another higher percentage, like a 95% chance that you're going to make bank. And that 95% chance is this one right here. So let's say you break down right here. This will be the start of a new 5 or 2 waiver. There's one. You want to backtest this one here and then take this portion of the trade. You don't care about this one. You just care about this one right here. So do you see you have to wait for all of that price action to make the fucking money? I'm being serious here. And the reason you do this is because there are so many fucking people out there that will be like, oh, I called it from all the way up here, bro, and I held it all the way down here. They're liars. And if they're not liars, they are lucky. And if they were to run that trade 10 more fucking times, they would lose it 7 times. I'm serious. 7. So then they come and they go. We need supply in the market, so I'm okay with this. We need people like that. We need them. They pay you and I. They pay us. They pay us. They pay me. They fucking pay me so that I can go out and party. They pay me so I can eat, so I can take care of my kids, take care of my wife, take care of my friends, my family. You don't want to be that supply. And they'll constantly come in and out of your life. You'll see them. You'll see them on Twitter, Reddit, StockTwits. You'll see them everywhere. You'll also see people selling that doom or that FOMO. We're going to the moon, bro. We're going to the depths of hell. And that's meant to sell you something. So you can't be consumed by that either, can you? You just say, do whatever you're doing over there, bro. I don't give a fuck. I know what you're selling over there. Or maybe you won, but you're going to lose the next 9. So you literally like rip up those people. Bye. Go away. This is pure price action here. We're not looking at triggers, velocity, gamma, Elliott wave. Well, there's a little bit of Elliott wave here. Some traditional chart, some Elliott wave. That's all we're looking at. It's like candlesticks. Basically, candlesticks we're looking at. So get rid of all this here. You got your new high over here. Are you taking that long? Fuck no. And what if it runs away? You're still not taking it. Oh, it went up? I missed the trade. Sorry. Yeah, I missed it, bro. Now, you break above this one here. Let's say you break above this prior high right here, and you back test. And it does not go below this prior low right here. This one right here. You back test. That is a sign of, that is now a true sign of exhaustion from sellers. Just like if you had done it over here. This is an exhaustion. Are you getting long here? No, you don't need to. You could just wait until the candle begins to form. Have the call button set right here. And you take the long to go up. And you're going to expect to beat this here. Here's your 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2. Your 1, 2 is 1, 2, 3 right here. Are you going to get the 4 and the 5? We don't know. This is actually the meat of the trade right in here.
Spanish Foreign Minister
And you take that
Alvarez,
trade
the Spanish government's position
You put your
on the war in the Middle
stops
East
underneath it
and
and
the
you
use of our
manage
bases has
your
not
stops.
changed.
You have everything you have everything that you need to have a high chance of winning the trade. Now, this trade is way less over here. It's like a 60% chance you'll get this one, 40 to 60. But you don't care. You just get out. That's why you hear me call the Marines out. I'm like, oh, we're going to get the Marines in here. The Marines are going to go up there and take that for the fifth wave to the upside. Do they win? Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. I only try to be in the middle, right in here. This is where the juice is. This is where the money is. Same thing on the downstroke. This becomes the money trade to the downside, and you don't care if we go down here. Maybe you do, but I don't care about that money. I care about this money right here, right in here, right down here. That's where the money is. The money trade. So when you see things like, oh shit, I fucked that up. When you see things like consolidation or distribution, and you're in here, you want to be paying attention to prior highs, prior lows. Are we making new lows? Like here's a low. Do we make a new low? And then the failure, exhaustion of the buyer or the seller. And as soon as you start breaking down here, you're like Johnny on the spot. Wham, puts, and you've got stops up here. And if it reverses, starts as, oh my God, we're going to turn back around, you can cut your losses and get out. But normally, this is like a 75 to 90% winner. You might lose one, but you can take that lick. You can put your stops above or below and lick your wounds. Does that make sense?
According to Insider,
And even if it
Amazon cuts
reverses, I want to
jobs
show
in
you one
robotics
last point
division.
here. No. Even if it reverses, so you're like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I shouldn't have done it like that. It should be red. All right, let's do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over the top. Corrective move. Hey, we're above this one right here. We held, right? Sweet, we held. Are we buying that?
It's also from the Insider
Nope,
article.
that's the
says
first low,
number
right?
of
First
Amazon
low. Are you
robotics
buying that
jobs
one?
cuts
Nope.
is unclear.
But we get the new high up here. See that? Just beat that high right there. That's good. I like that. That looks great. We're down here again. Oh my God, we held this one now. Look at this. We held this one now. We're higher, low, higher, low, higher, high. That's looking pretty promising, isn't it? It's looking pretty promising, isn't it? So I'm going to get long right here. We're going to look for this nice new high again. And I'm going to get out before the next inflection point right here. So I'm in for just this one. And we pop our head. The Marines pop their heads out. Sweet. Good job. Are we going to get this next fifth wave up here? I don't know. I'd like to take that, but let's say we go up here. We do this right here. This right here. Okay, I'm going to get long again. Take that last little bit. And then we do a corrective move. 1, 2, and 3. And we haven't lost that low again. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So you're constantly watching for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s, 1, 2, 3s. You're watching for inflection points. And you're watching for violations. And then some kind of a, hey, we broke down over here. Oh my God, it's worse than I expected. I didn't see 1, 2, 3 more highs in here to get higher into this trade. Oh my God, I'm waiting and it's not happening. We got a new low right here. I'm going to switch to the sell side. The reason I bring that up is because bring those back. You're getting long right here on a green up, and they send you down. Boom, flush you. And you're like, oh, I'm all fucked up right now. They're still going to bring it back to where you were long. The bulls will buy this, and they'll be exhausted before the roll down. So even if your stops are taken, you're not actually getting stopped out until the bulls are done buying this for the roll down. So even if you're wrong, getting long, there's a way to manage it so that you limit your losses. So you take a small cut, a couple bang ups, bruise over here, and then all of a sudden you're reversing to a seller over here now, and you make all that money back plus some. And that would be this would be your 1, 2, and your 3, 4, 5, and you're making money over here. If that makes any fucking sense. If it doesn't make any sense, stick around. And what I'll do with you is I'll say this repeatedly to you again and again and again and again until you go, I'm getting it now. So let's look at this consolidation that's going on right here. We've got this big consolidation down here, and we're breaking out of it, aren't we? Do you see the consolidation right here? And right here. And are we breaking down to the downside, or are we breaking up and out to the upside?
Cents a barrel, up 10 cents or 0.13%.
This is a 1 minute
Natural
chart.
gas April futures settle at around.
So in this chart right here, are we breaking down or breaking up?
April futures settle at around.
We're breaking up, aren't we?
1 cent a gallon.
We're breaking up to the
diesel
upside.
April futures settle at around $3.29 a
so
gallon.
You're long up here with stops underneath. You're long, and let's say they flush you. So you're like, I'm long here, bro. And let's say we're wrong. They flush you down. Right? This is called being flushed, right? You're being flushed down. Do you get out of your longs here? Fuck no. They're going to bring it right back up again.
That Spain has not
and give you the
agreed to let
exit from your
US's
long
bases hit
instigated
Iran.
above consolidation. You already got the high back here. I said, hey, they're going to flush you down. Get long. Right? Long to the upside. So you can be long in here. And even if they flush you down again, they send it back, they flushed back down here again, they're still going to give you the opportunity to get out from that upside move that you're looking for. So watch this closer. This will be moved over. Move this stuff over here. So which direction are we going right now? We're going up. That's where we're going right now, up. Your positioning should be long right now. No, not long. That's wrong to say that. Long calls or long the market, not
British
puts.
bases in days.
Be more accurate. I'm being a little sloppy with my verbiage over here. The way is higher. Now there's a couple other problems here. Things you need to think about. Second, third tier information. We have not flushed yet, have we? We did a little flush. We got the high over here. We got a mini flush over here. Not really the flush I was hoping for. So you got the prior high right here. And you got the new high right here. You got a flush in here, but that's not really the big flush, is it? I always like to take all your stops and then whips out of the upside.
Article, American B-2 stealth bombers are expected to land at British military bases in a matter of days to join attacks on Iran. The UK's air bases at Diego Garcia and RAF.
So you're looking for a flush, and we haven't gotten it yet. There is some other information that you need on this time frame, and that is that the stock market works on 3 markets. And in our market, in my view, there are flows that come into the New York market at specific times. If you watch the Asia market, 9:30 is about when you'll see the flows come in. If you're watching the London market, 2:30 is when the flows come in. If you're looking at the New York market, you're looking for 4 a.m., you're looking for 8 a.m., or 8 or 9, and then 10 a.m. And you want to see this overlap. I'm not going to go into this right now, but you want to see what the flows are and who owns them. Is it dealers? Is it Asia? Is it London? Is it New York? Do they need to hold it anymore? Do we need to get delta neutral or not? Are we handing off a bag to somebody, or is the bag empty? Is the bag full? But in this case, today, right around 1:30, 2 p.m., we get something called VIX fuckery. I think the Pinky coined that, maybe somebody else coined it. VIX fuckery. VIX fuckery is something that can work against you or for you. So we know for sure that someone's long in here. I'll tell you right now that people are long right here. No. People are long right here. Right here. And I think that's a little too aggressive, personally, because I know there's VIX fuckery. We still have not if we made that high right there, we still have not flushed those traders out to right here. This is the instigation. So you kind of want to see that flush. Sometimes you'll get a wick. It's not a candle, but it's like pain down here. And they'll take out these buyers from this morning way over here. It's still bullish. It'll whipsaw down, then right back up. Sometimes the sellers will come in if we've got some negative volatility expected with an event in the morning or at the end of the day or something like that, and you get trapped down in here. So you want to be patient in trying to buy that dip. Sometimes it runs up, it just goes, and you get left behind. But you have the prior high here, right there that you already made. If you start breaking out, you can jump on this long right here and just take it straight up to the upside. Now, we're coming into the end of the day. It is now 1:30 or 2:30 in the afternoon. We got 3 p.m. and 3:30. Right now, this looks pretty fucking bullish, doesn't it? So the idea would be that you would trade up here into 2:30, 3:30 in the afternoon, hit that target. In my view, it's going to be, just draw this in. I'll make a straight line right here. So this is the trade, what we're in right now in this time frame, right? To trade where? I think I said 687, 80 or so, something like that. A little bit lower. It's like down here. And then maybe we'll get our flush. Because this started way down here. This trade actually started way down there. But we're trying to trade this, and we're still looking for a flush. So where would we expect that to happen? Right up here, 687.80 or so. They flush us down. There's where the actual flush comes in. And you're going to look back on this time period over here. This is 1040. This is 930 down here. This is where the trade instigated from this morning. Where are those buyers at? They're right here. So you're going to expect the next smart buyer to be somewhere down in here. Way over there. And guess where trend is? Uptrend is way down here. So they pop and drop. Take that trade party, and then all of a sudden it's wham, wham, down into the close to buy another dip. Right? And then you get your, what, sideways action into Thursday to the downside into Thursday close, Friday close, whatever that is. So just watch this here. We either need to break the 1 and 5 minute trigger, break down with a low and a new low to chase this down, or we're waiting for this pop up here to then get the flush trade. That's that dotted line right there. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So you're looking for events, times, like in New York cash market, you're looking for flows at 10, 12, VIX fuckery at 1:30, 2:30 in the afternoon. And then you're also looking for, are we breaking the 1 and 5 minute trigger, or are we at an inflection point up or down? In this case, we're looking for an inflection point higher. It's likely at 687. Let me just check it really quick. As of right now, it sits at, if I have this right, it's like currently it's at 687.35. So lower it down a little bit right in here. Right about there, right about here. It sits like right in there. So let's watch this chart and see what happens in here. That's pretty close, right? So you get a trade up here like this. I'm out, right? It actually goes up here. Then we make another high, new poop mountain. And yeah, I'll take that trade long. But if not, if we go up here and pop and immediately sell, right? I'm going to start getting short here, right? Slam down into here, get underneath that 1 and 5 minute trigger. The cross happens right here in the 1 and 5, and then you're party time to the downside. Let's watch this play out. And this is pure candle price action. No trigger. We use trigger. I use triggers and stuff, but squeezing higher right now, trading 686.87. Don't I read volume during trades? Fuck no. And not only that, ready for this? You ready? Your biggest moves are no volume. Your biggest moves are no volume. Counter to what you think. Everyone says things like, oh man, if I see a volume, that's bottom. Yeah, that can be true. That can be true. If you see a lot of volume, that can be a marked bottom. If I see a big V-shape down, yeah, I like looking at volume then. Why is it that your biggest moves are no volume? Do you know the reason for that? It's because no one's in the market. You have different players that have a percentage of the market. They can move markets. Sometimes everybody's at the same time. Everybody's on the same page, volume. But where markets can move is when there's no volume. It's when one or two groups can actually, what? They can force dealers on their side. So if you have just retailers, hey, light trading on the desks today. Hey, no dealers aren't doing anything today. Hey, family offices aren't making much action today. And hedge funds, CTAs are not doing shit today. They're just waiting to follow some trend. Then all of a sudden you got a group of retailers out there and like, hey, we're going to do this. Our sentiment's really good or really bad. And they'll get dealers on their side chasing, instead of counter trading you, chasing you in moves up or down. So volume I like, but it's not something that I rarely consider it. For me personally, how I trade these days, I don't need a chart. I just need candlesticks. I look at a candlestick and say that's good, that's bad. And I look at them on multi-frames too, multi-time frames. But volume, it's okay. It's like a second, third tier tool. Rarely do I check. Do I keep it on the chart? Never. If I think I have a marked bottom or a marked top or something, I will look at that moment at volume. But that's about it. That's about it. BTC. So Bitcoin. We chart Bitcoin. We chart ETH, and I follow Bitcoin closely. For right now, Bitcoin for me is a pure sentimental trade and Elliott wave. That's it. Elliott wave and sentiment. It's a trader sentiment for me and Elliott wave. It's a very clean chart right now. It's one of the cleanest I've seen. It has evolved over the years for me as to how I trade it, but currently that's how I trade it. Well, shoot. Hey, extra guac. Why don't you send me extra guac? Why don't you send me? Do me a solid, will you? Send me an email at Wall Street Bet God. Oh shit! Shouldn't say that publicly. WSBGAWD@gmail.com. It's my personal email. Send me ping me in an email, brother, and I'll get you a subscription. Hit me up, brother. Hit me up. WSBGAWD@gmail.com. And I will set you up, my man. So I'll set you up, brother. I'll get you in. I'll get you access to a bunch of cool shit for a little while. Hit me up. That's for Extra Guac AM. Don't be sending any of you guys listening hearing that shit out there. Don't be pinging me in your email, my emails. Be like, hey, this is me. Well, where are you at? Are you on YouTube? See if I can find you there. Give me hit me up an email, man. If I get more than one email, I'll come on the show and say something, and I'll find another way to DM you. Unless maybe you can ping me on. Maybe you can ping me. I don't know if YouTube allows you to ping me there, or you could DM me if you have if it's extra guac on Twitter or something. Find a way to get in touch with me. Shum Daddy, what are you doing? You dirty dog. Someone's out there checking Gmail right now. What's going on, Jimmy Barry? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, Jimmy, 100%, man. You guys on your own, Jimmy Barry just said what you need is month, week, day levels. That's it. I will tell you guys something. There's a ton of truth in what he's saying there. If you don't have this in your routine, every morning, oh shit, I'm lying here. Every morning, every mid-afternoon, like 1:30 when the new 4-hour candle is forming, every afternoon, so 1:30, 9 p.m. You don't need to do this, but I do it at 9 p.m. I do it at 4 or 6 in the morning, and then right around 9:30. You should be reviewing multi-time frame charts. You should be looking at least twice a day. I do them more, but I have to. And I'm fucking anal, man. Like I don't think I have OCD. I've had family members say that they think I'm on the spectrum. I don't think that's true. My best friend thinks I'm on the spectrum. But like, I don't do anything fucking weird. Like I don't go cleaning my fucking house and the top of the cracks and stuff. I don't do any of that stupid shit. None of it. But when it comes to like my job or my work or anything that I do that I care about, if I'm going hiking, anything, like I am like dotting I's, crossing T's. Maybe I'm hungover one day or whatever, but if I'm like doing that one fucking thing, that's what I'm like anal about that shit. So you don't need to be like that, but you should every day. If you're going to open your charts at nighttime or in the morning, you should open your charts and look on multi-time frames and just look at that same thing I just explained to you on all of those frames. And then when you're consuming something from somebody else, not me, let's say you're, I don't know, you're fucking consuming something from Super Bear or Super Bowl. You have that frame of reference. You can say, this fucking guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. This fucking guy's out of his mind. This guy's selling me something, or this guy's on the right track. Or now I understand at least where he's coming from, even if I don't agree. You can kind of gauge if they really know what they're talking about or they don't. And if you speak to any old trader, speak to any old fuck out there, this stuff I just talked to you about, they know all about this. The guys that have been trading since the fucking 1970s, they've been doing this shit like this for fucking years. And what they did inside of watch out here, we got a new low. Failure to get a new high right now. Failure to get a new high. There's a trap in here. If you're long, watch out. This is your back test right here. They're gonna try to flush you out right now. See it right? That's the longs. They're gonna take them out right now. You got just a note here. There's a trap here. There's your high. You had a failure of a new high right here. They're gonna try to flush you right here, and then they're gonna try to get you to the downside right here. If like in the 1970s, this is real. Or before then, 1965 to 1975, there were a bunch of like scientists that were developing artificial intelligence, and the Wall Street knew what these guys were doing, and the scientists were doing this for the betterment of mankind. It's like, I'm blind, and I need to with an autoaggressive algorithm, I want to communicate information for a blind person, let's say. So information is presented. I want to get it to a blind person. So they started development of written language or LLMs, right? Like LLMs came from this research, and Wall Street got involved or was reading these white papers. I have them here. I have books on this shit here. And what they did was Wall Street started developing like RSI indicators, like all these different algebraic functions that are helping the street develop tools for them to use to make things easy. Instead of counting candlesticks, it gives you like a cheat sheet. Our triggers are like that. They proof these new low, don't get long, that kind of stuff, or get long within the trigger. But it's the same shit. It's all the same fucking shit. It all is. Some of it's easier to use. Like triggers and velocity are dumbed down versions to some extent of ICT or Elliott wave, but it's all the same shit. It literally is all the same shit. It's just a matter of like how anal are you, how technical you want to become, how much time you want to spend looking at the finest point, finest price action, like to a penny, to 3 pennies. Sometimes you'll see like a miss or a hit right to like a penny. So most people though, like they want the easy button. Did we do this? Did we do that? Guac, when you come to the website, I have a video series that explains to you how to use triggers with rules so that you can say, hey, I can take long with a high chance of winning, for me. And when do I take these trades and when do I not take these trades? And how do I manage them? And that's what most people want. Like most people out there, most traders, most investors, they want the fucking easy button. You're always going to get the guy out there that's like, you're like, I focus on this all day long. It's all I do. But they're not the norm. They might be loud, but they're not the norm. And if you speak to those guys, they can sound like they're like, I don't understand anything this guy's saying, or it's really dry and boring. This show is not for that. Like a prime example, David AMS is a fucking monster trader, monster, one of the best traders I've ever met. But this guy is committed. This guy spends the time on the most minutia details of are we going up, are we going down, or we're going up. Okay, now we're going down. Oh, but now we're in some possibility of down. Maybe some possibility of up. Now we're up. Okay, get long. We're out. All right, get short, get out. But for the masses, you're not going to listen to him, and you're not going to listen to me if I tell you that stuff. The majority of people, like 99 out of 100, that many, are not going to want to know the most anal parts. So for most traders, most investors, most sellers, most traders, you need simple rules. Like top line, simple. Can I follow this? Do I need to know why in the background? Probably not. Some of you want to, some of you will, some of you think you want to and won't, but in general, for most traders, they just need a toolbox, like a toolbox that's not real, and it's not real, but in that unreal toolbox, you're going to put real tools in there. You put tools, rules, things that work with probability and statistics to be, generally speaking, a winner. Even if you take L's, you then know how to limit those losses. You then know when the probabilities and statistics are on your side. And you're making more wins than losses. So check that website out, man, or send me that email, and I'll set you up so that you can feel more confident when you're trading, even when you're wrong. That's why you don't care if you're wrong. Like, I'm going to trade this anyways. It works every time for me. And the one time that it doesn't, I'll take the lick. I'll manage the loss, and I'll keep. This is why you don't do hindsight trading. It's the whole fucking Pandora's box of shit. Oh, it worked that last time, bro. That shit don't work. That shit don't matter. Like, it worked last time. I coulda, shoulda, wouldas, maybe, possibly. Because what you do is you try it again and it doesn't work, and you get smoked, and then doesn't work again, and then you get smoked. And sometimes some of these rules and tools, they stop working. And when they do stop working, you stop trading, right? You go back to paper trading, and you make new rules, and you paper trade it until it works consistently. And I mean like 7, 8 out of 10 times. So you have to adjust at times, but you need to have rules in your life. If you're a young trader, if you're an inexperienced trader or a losing trader, you should stop trading with money, start trading with paper, and find out what works consistently and what doesn't work consistently, and stick to those fucking rules and tools that you have. I don't care if you're using like Gamma. I don't care if you're using ICT. I don't care if you're using LA Wave. I don't care fuck what you're using, but you should have some rules and some tools. And it makes life easy, even if that tool is just counting candles. Even if that tool is RSI, I don't care. There's a whole bunch of people use. I forget. I don't even use them anymore. But there's a bunch of shit out there. If you add a tool into your life or a rule, I want you to paper trade it until you either get it right. Hey, I gotta get the rules, man, but they're not working for me. What am I missing? Or that tool or that rule starts working for you. And it has nothing to be mine or what I do. My whole job here is to find you as a losing trader and say, hey, do you have tools and rules? I don't care what you're using. I don't care. You can use whatever you want. But if you have that tool and that rule, are you following those rules and tools consistently, even if paper trading, and then say, hey, this is not working. What am I missing? I'm either missing something in the rule and the tool that I'm using, or I'm using it and it's not enough of a win percentage. How do I find a better tool? And over time, you're going to spend years finding when the opportunity is there for you to take the trade that you want and to be successful in that trade, and you pass off after you get enough losses and you didn't manage losses, that you just walk away until it's prime for you to use. And I think that was there was in my trading investing career, I went from like no market awareness and making a bunch of wins, and thinking I was a kick-ass trader. And of course, market goes against me, or hindsight shit kicks in, and I start losing a bunch of money. So my first thing I do is I'm going to learn a bunch of shit, right? And all of a sudden, all this new stuff comes to me, and I'm like, oh my God, Gamma is everything. Oh my God, Elliott Wave is everything. Oh my God, that guy's speaking and some saying something that I don't understand. And so I like learn these new things, and I would be a disciple of just that one program, right? Like, this is it. This is the one. But over time in market, you start to use some of the best parts of these different things, and you combine them all together until they cohesively make you more of a winner than a loser in the market. And then you try to dumb it down. Even I try to dumb it down. I've become a better trader and investor the dumber I make my life. The dumbing shit down is literally probably the saving grace. There's two things I've learned over time. Market wisdom, you can't fucking buy it. So when you follow somebody like me, or you follow the GOAT, you follow, I don't know, fucking Brent Kobashaw, whatever, I don't know what his name is. You follow fucking Mac 10 for selling the market, or whatever it is. Mike Barry, Tom Lee, I don't care who you're following out there. I'll be honest, follow who the fuck you want. You don't need to follow me. But the idea is that there's two things you're not going to get. One is wisdom. So you want that wisdom, or maybe three. One would be wisdom. Second would be a trading partner or community. You want to be around people that have done this stuff before. That's back to wisdom again, right? So you can paper trade it or bounce the idea off somebody else. But like, wisdom is a big part. And the second part is having fucking rules and tools. Rules. Even with this markets being considered erratic or unpredictable, that's fake. That's a lie. They are predictable. Very. Anyone that tells you there's a black swan, there's no such thing. There's literally no such thing. You learn that the longer you're in market. So you need rules, tools, and some people like mentoring, friendships, community around you. And the market's not built for that, is it? The market's built for you to ship post in one place, fight with people in another place, be excluded in another place. So you got to find like a trading group that you're in, and you're like, hey, we're going to trade together. We're going to work together. We're going to learn together. So when you like hear like Furu, or you hear like, I don't know, I need this or I need that, you can't rely upon that. You have to like get the time in market. You have to get the rules and the tools, and you have to be trading with a group of people. In my view, at least, I've been more successful doing that as a trader than anything else over time. The other stuff will come to you, like the time in market, the learning different systems, the what works, what doesn't work. There are only a few poison pills in there. One of them, of course, the biggest one, if there was a biggest one, hindsight trading, man. It is one of the most ugliest, and when it rears its ugly fucking head, it is brutal. Hindsight trade is probably number one. Number two is when something stops working and you don't stop doing it. And your shit might stop working. There are things that stop working over time. There are adjustments made in the market, or maybe you have to adjust that tool or that rule to meet that market demand. But at any rate, put this back over here. New high right now. Anyone in puts yet? Anyone here trying to look for the roll? Anyone looking for the flush down in the close? I bet David AMS is floating around. I bet you he's looking for the flush here. Let's watch it closely here. We're getting fairly. This is a 1 minute chart. This is an hour chart. We're fucking close. We're close. They're right up here. They're hiding right up here somewhere. They're up here. Make that a dotted line. Do it just like this so you can see it. Now, I miss things. I miss things on this show. Now if you're watching the show, right? You'll hear me sometimes say, "Hey, I'm not your furu." It's one of my sayings. I'm not your furu. You have to ultimately be responsible for your own trading. I need to say that. You should never be trusting a furu. You should never be trusting me. And you need to be responsible for executing your trades, managing your trades. And this whole like furu thing, like it's important. It's important that you manage your own trades and take responsibility for your own trades because conditions change. You need to be like as a trader, you can like in life you can have convictions. Like, hey, I have a conviction of this. In the stock market, you should have rules, and when they break, hey, they broke this rule for me. I'm going to change my my viewpoint and be able to do that because of my rules or my tools. And I might not be there. You might not be there. Someone else might not be there for you if that happens. And think about it simply like writing a plan. I've said on this show before, you make a plan for everything. You look at everything, right? Like I'm gonna look up the price of gas here and the price of gas there, the price of tolls. Is this road open? Is this road closed? I'm gonna write a plan. And all of a sudden a bridge is out. What do you do there? Do you just like, oh my God, I'm fucked? I just drove 3/4 of the way across the country. Bridge is closed, I'm going home. You don't do that. The bridge is closed, the detour says you got to take a left and a right to go around to get there. Or, hey, there's no way there. You got to go home, but you can't take that way you got here. You got to take this other way. You follow that, right? You don't drive off the fucking bridge, do you? And I think the same thing applies to furus. Is that we tell our or we say, oh, I got a furu, man. Sends me a hot tip every week. I pay for stock picks every week, and he sends me 2 or 3, and this one didn't work. I got blown up. Is that furu's fault? I'd say no. I'd say you need your own tools, your own rules. The furu's giving you an idea. Hey, man, this is my stock pick for this week. I send them to you on Fridays, and you should execute them on Mondays. Or I want you to execute them at this price point. As soon as it hits this, I want you to take that long. And it goes to that price point. Let's say your furu gives you ticker X, and he says buy it at 687.35, and it goes all the way down here. Wham! And hits your 685, 687, 687.35, and you're like, I'm Johnny in the spot buying. You can't do that. You can't fucking do that. Like your furu tells you it's gonna to buy right here, and you see this stock finally coming down to where you want it to be. It hits that number, and you're like, oh, it broke right through, man. Right? You know, oh, my furu was wrong. Your furu's not wrong. Your fucking furu wants you to make sure that you bounce, make the new high, and come back. He wants you to get long right here with stops underneath it. So you need to not just rely upon a Furu. The Furu tells you, hey, this is where you want to be looking for a long on this ticker X. So you need to get tools and rules, whatever you have, whatever you use. And I don't give a fuck what you use. Now he's alerted you to this, right? Or she, and she says, hey, you're going to buy ticker X at 687.35, and it bounces down here, and it's underneath, and you make a new low, and you go, you know what? I love that Furu told me look to buy ticker X at 687.35, and it's down here. My rules are telling me not to buy it. So what do? You don't buy it. But then Furu tells you check this one, and it goes down there, and it makes that new high up here, and you're like, sweet, Furu got it right. So you should look at Furus as not as telling you do this, but hey, look at this one stock over here. They're giving you the idea that, hey, this stock it's got this going on, it's got good fundamentals, good technicals, got good this, good that. And so they're cutting down the time for you to look at a specific issue, whatever that may be, for whatever reason it is. That's VIX, it's fucking gold, or not VIX gold, but it's US dollar JPY, it's unwinding. Oh my God, we're going to start getting short. And these are all the reasons why I want you to look at this specific ticker X that's up there or whatever. So rules and tools, no hindsight trading. Rules and tools, no hindsight trading. You need that. You can have a Furu, but just don't, you should be watching your Furus for, do they know this stuff? Do they have rules and tools? Are they actively holding your hand? Hey, look at ticker XYZ, and I'll hold your hand when we get there. Are they doing that for you? I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Maybe they just keep posting them every week. Maybe they email them to you every week, but they're not telling you the second part, which is you need to have some rules and tools with it. And some of these opportunities will be there and some of them will not. And the market can go against your thesis. So you must be willing for your thesis to be wrong, take your licks, and move on to the next one. Hope that helps. Oh, yeah, Jamie Valdez is already in puts. He's ready to rock. James Valdez. I don't know. I trust my traders I'm with. I've been with my traders for 6-7 years. They're gangsters. And what else is fascinating? Same traders. None of them have left. Still hanging around. And then we add kick-ass traders every year. There's always new kick-ass traders coming through. Every single fucking year. You hang out with good traders, they come around. Start hanging out with good traders. It's easy. Good traders find each other over time. Oh, yeah, there it is right there. Ooh. Are we flushing? Good traders hang out together, man. They'll even if they don't talk to each other, they'll talk to each other every 6 months, 3 months, month. Every year, they'll check in with each other. They'll bounce shit off each other. My group is not working. I got to find out. Well, I need your insight, bro. The more time you have in market, the more you're like, I'm going to go and ask this guy. I don't know what's going on. Like, my rules and my tools aren't telling me what to do. I want to sit on my hands, but I want to make a trade. And you go find these guys that you know. I think it's very important to have friends in the market. It's been a benefit to me. Like, friends that I trust them are good traders. Like, hey, man, this is my thesis. I think a bigger problem in the market is not bouncing your thesis off other people. Fear of being wrong. When we started this show, and I was like, not your Furu shit, right? I noticed that no one would tell me their conviction and why. And they don't do that because they don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be viewed as wrong. They don't want to be viewed as a bad trader or, oh, that guy took a bad trade. And everyone likes a winner. Psychologically, they do. So I didn't find a lot of truth out there in traders. Like the GOAT, Mr. Brian Watts. I love that fucking guy. That fucking guy has got conviction. That fucking guy can be wrong. He puts himself out there every fucking day. Guys like him, I have mad respect for. Because most guys don't. If they're selling you something, most of the time they're not. I'm telling you. Like, not all of them, but like 80, 90% of them, they're always right. They're never wrong. They never publicly look wrong. In the real life of a trader is you're going to be wrong. And you have to manage those losses. That's the reality of it for most traders. Not all, but most. And because I'm trading live here, except 5 days a week, before I was streaming, I got down to maybe one trade a month. I used to trade heavy, and then I didn't need to anymore. I was making so much money that I just didn't need to anymore. I was fucking around. It's actually how we kind of got into this. I was bored. But when you're trading so frequently, you're gonna lose. When you're doing it like live, like there's a permanent record of it. So it's not like you're deleting posts and you're deleting this and deleting that and cleaning up your image and all that kind of stuff. So I think being a real trader, it's part of that process for most people. Even if you're the best trader, you're gonna have losses. So it's better to bounce that shit off people and be like, I think it's very hard for a trader to say to somebody else, "This is my plan," and then someone tears it to pieces. Can they handle that with their psyche? And you have to be able to handle that. You have to. It's part of trading. Let's see. We got a little bit of this green box right here, right? It says green box right there. I want to see. We got the nice low right here, and we're gonna target this one next. Just looking for a little bit of closing the door. I want you to pay attention right here. When I get rid of that green box right here, I want you to pay attention because this is where it becomes easy. I want you to watch. I'm going to just get rid of this so you can see it. I want you to watch this red right here. And I want you to watch this white line right here. This is momentum. And I want you to watch price action right here. And I want you got this low, and I want you to watch, let's say you're long in here, right? I had the green box here. You're long right here. And I want you to watch how your stops are hit, but you're not out yet, and how this green bar, is this going to be fucking them out, right? Exhaustion? Or is it going to be a big green bar to break above and come back down and then up? I want you to watch this closely right here. And I want you to watch this white line and this red line. If this white line and red line closes, pretty bearish. It's called a bear plane. You got bull planes and bear planes. This is what a bear plane looks like. You need to see the close of the plane. You need to see that cross. And if you have a bull plane, it looks like this. Oh, hold on. Like this. Or a better way to do it would be, that's you can do these on 1 and 5 minutes, hourlies and dailies. Hold on here, fuck this up. This is a bull plane to the upside. So you see how price in here and price in here. You're just looking for the back test right here to test the upside move. And on the same side, you're looking for the downstroke over here and then the downside move right there. See it? Let's watch this closely here. How do you find your downside targets? Let's look back here. Oh, it's getting late here. I got to give you guys an expectation. You guys ready for an expectation? You guys ready for one? Yeah? I'm just checking with you guys. You guys ready for an expectation? Okay. right here. We're going to move everything. Why are you moving everything? Because I told you I look at the entire market, right? Look at the entire market, midday, right? I want to look at a couple things here. Can I look at this up here? I love using this in here. Nope. I want to look at a higher frame here. This is a 4-hour frame. I like using this chart because it shows SPY in the full overnight price action. TradingView doesn't. Every platform has its pluses and minuses. But when I'm looking for candles, I'm looking for the full candle in the overnight, the pre-market, the after hours, and the cash market. And we're forming a new candle here, too. This is a 4-hour. Do you see this? This is a 4-hour candle. We have a new 4-hour candle forming right now, right? So you've got 2 4-hour periods within a daily candle. And there's a few things that I'm looking for here. In the background, I'm usually looking at this. And I'm going to write you guys an expectation for tomorrow, right? So I know that I don't want to go any lower than right here, right? If I'm looking for a dip on the next 4-hour candle, where is it? It's either above this full body or it's down here, right? Buying a dip here or buying a dip here. If I catch a new high, I can take a long, or I can take this one. I also know about expiration and end of day flushes to the downside, or if we bleed down and end of the day rip, right? Already know about flows, already know about where the dealers are, all this kind of stuff. So I'll start marking out some things in here. Take a look. And I know about this prior high right here. Make a little line right there. I'll make another little line right down in here. Can I make these white maybe? See them? Why am I doing this? I count sticks, candlesticks. And I'm also going to be looking at this right here. I want to be looking at, I want to show you the prior highs over here if I can. And I want to be looking at the red wick, the second candle that's red. Right up there. Right in there. You can see that. And we also have a second one right here. Nope, it's right there. And the most important one, which is right here. Just like that. That's all I'm looking for. If I was going to buy a dip, where would it be? Some down here, right? That's 681.52, 52, 683.38, somewhere in there. Long. We have some bad news coming out on Friday. So this is Wednesday, this is Thursday, this is Friday. So what do? Even if we pop up here, they're going to be looking to do something like this, aren't they? Come down in here, right? That's Thursday. Right, and there's your 75, 72 down here, right? This Friday morning. This is where the buyers initiated the trade up here. Big wick. Buyers step back in right here. So right about here, right? Right about there. That's Friday morning right here. You see it? 676, 675. We have a natural 675 right here. Dip our toes down to 672.50 or higher is probably the worst it's going to get. Probably the worst. So you have this right here, or could get. I'm always an opportunity looking for a buy. I'm always looking for a dip to buy, right? This is where buy the dip comes in. I'm going to draw another flat line right in here. 672.50 in cash market. But no lower than this. No lower than this 672.50 right here. And so if I'm going to write you an expectation, I'm going to use some other stuff too, but this is just candlesticks. And it's the full market. I can see things that are going on in pre-market that you might not see in a regular SPY chart. So just for me, do I know we're going down there? Fuck no. We can go up here for all I know. We can go squeeze up there, but I really don't care. I only care about how deep can I get? Can I buy that dip? Oh. Where are my inflection points? Where can I catch a nice dip? Maybe this close on Thursday would be sweet, wouldn't it? Bears will tell you something like we're going to shank all the way down here, but then fix our way back up by open. Right? Maybe we have a big jackknife down in this retail sales and stuff, but it comes right back for 9 a.m. So I could long this close with calls or even just enter them on the open on Friday. Right? So risk off into NFP unemployment rates, or sellers trying to get into that party time early, either right here, somewhere in here, prior high, no new high. Even if you get the new high, you got another one to deal with. Way is lower, and we have some events going on Friday at 8:30 in the morning, coming into a weekend. Got Iran kind of doing its thing, and so you're thinking, hey, we can have this vol watershed, and we can have an unwind heading into the weekend to the upside. So let's go back and do this. Everybody taking notes? There's your nice new low right there. Flushing, right? End of day flushing. We're going to go back and do the week. Make this one green. Oh, no, we'll bring this one down. This is the door to downside right there. If you are a bear, the downside door to be opened is 672.92. This is a daily basis, daily time frame. If you are of the persuasion that we're not going down there for the bulls, for the breakdown price below the prior low is 672.92. For the bulls, the breakout or door open to upside is 690.12. Remember earlier I said 690.05. I didn't say 690.12. I said 690.05, and then we can roll, right? Try to get up into 690.05 to sell. If we can lose the 1 in 5 minute trigger on 690.05, be fucking almost to a penny perfect. 690.12, we break above there. I'd be watching out for that back test to hold to go higher. So we're going to go back down here to a 4-hour basis. Let me just check these triggers here. Not triggers, pivots. Let's go to a 1 hour really quick. I want you to see this range is expanding. Do you see this? Much larger outcomes, right? Do you see that big? You see this big volatility explosion here? Pretty big, right? Big moves, 650, 645, 715. When this shit breaks, it's going to be big, right? Big. Range expansion on pivots because of daily opens and closes. So we want to look at. We're going to get rid of this for the moment. We're going to check Velo in just a minute, but we're going to chart this out and just see where we're at. We're going to go back to what, daily basis. Easy peasy. Go to a 4-hour. Go to a 1-hour. We have not lost the half an hour yet. Nice little markers in here for myself. What do I need to know here? Let's talk about what we need to know here. We can go all the way down here to still be alive, right? All the way down here, believe it or not, to trade this right here. We know about the events in the news that are coming up. We know about what's happening on Friday. We know about volatility in the markets. We know about the sellers above up here already. We know where they are. We know they're there. We know that they're there. We know that they're going to try to send this down here. They're going to try to send this down here. But the bulls are still alive for a back test right now for up here, right? Up here and then down. Right? We expect that unless we change our viewpoint on a higher high up here. We then change our plan, right? This is your weekly down here. We also know, let's say we have a plan. Let's have a plan that goes like this down here, right? And then up. We know that if price comes down here and violates that we're going to be a little bit cautious, or not really cautious because of this move down below. We're not there yet. We don't have a crystal ball. Nobody has one. Everyone says they do. They don't. Don't believe that people have a crystal ball. And when you get to this fine of detail, they don't. Now I'm going to check velocity. We're going to do 30 minutes. And the bulls have good velocity here at an hourly basis, but it's getting a little long in the tooth. See it right here. We're trading just below this top right here. Let's see what happened over here. Right about there. Let's see what the price action was. What happened back here in prior history. Let's go back down. Look at that squeeze right there. See that squeeze? Grind, 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 grind. Whammo. And then the dump. Interesting, huh? So the squeeze is still viable, even if we're weak at the moment, even if we flush. I'm going to do it just like this. We have volatility on Thursday close or Friday morning. We know the sellers are trying to take this down. We can't really draw this in yet. Can't draw in sell. We're not under the hourly or the daily yet. We would need to get down here to sell this. We also have velocity slightly on the side of buyers and a little bit more time before the actual event. So I'm going to draw it just like this. And when do we get flows into the U.S. market? And we also know what else is happening. In cash market, we're going up. And then in the after hours, we're selling like crazy, right? I'm going to lean back a little bit here. So I'm going to draw it just like this. And you'll remember sometimes I draw these charts like this. Dotted line. And then I'll draw this like this with a solid line. We're going to inverse this, okay? We're going to draw it just like this, and we're going to go up. And we're going to go up, and we're going to break this right here, okay? Just like this. Down. There's your flush. And we're also going to look at the bad flows in the nighttime over 10 a.m. Now, we do know that we're selling overnights. But we're going to give the benefit of the doubt to dealers not want, they'll support, I think in this instant, dealers will support this. Don't wait, we're going to do it just like this. Grind you out. This is your expectation. This is your actual expectation right here for today into the close. Just like this. A little bit of weakness, up, and then sell it down into the close and violate this stuff back here and give the opportunity for this downside move. Just like this. Now, can I change this outlook? Yes. At 9 p.m. tonight, I will be watching, right, to give the final expectation for the overnight. So I do a brief at nighttime. So I'll look at 9 p.m. Let's say we start fading this into this close, then we're starting to fade this in the overnight. You got the hourly and the half. Let's say it's 9 p.m. I'm like, nope, we're not doing this anymore. We're just going to blast down here and then make our way down into Thursday. So the way is lower. It's a matter of where you're picking, here or here or here. Doesn't matter. You pick it. Here, here, here for this downside move. But for into this close, this is called a preliminary expectation. So I'm going to give you a preliminary expectation of the close. A little bit of weakness down here, downside, and then upside move up here to go down into Thursday close and set this bad boy up. Now, what do I have for Friday? If this is Friday morning, my expectation for Friday is that we go down here. This is Thursday, or is it 8 a.m.? 9:30, 8:30 right here. You want to know what I expect to happen? It's going to be something like this. And you're going to get shit rammed up your bunghole, bungholio. Sorry. Bungholio. And you're going to take that bad boy out right there. That's Monday, 9 a.m., 9:30. And then you're going to get your face ripped off on the start of Monday. And you're going to take this one out right here. This prior high right over here. Just like that. That's what I've got so far. Now let's talk about this plan if we can in this close. There are things we don't know, right? Let's say we start selling. They start making that move down. Let's say we pop up here. Whoop, take that bad boy out right there. All of a sudden, your hourly trigger, I'll change my viewpoint, and then we're out and away early. In this case right now, I don't have the dotted lines here, but if you're looking for dips to buy, I'll show you where they are. There's one right here. That's a dip to buy. There's one right here. That's a dip to buy. There's another one in here if we stop. And if we stop, dip buy, dip buy. And there's probably a smaller thing in here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's beautiful. Nice and clean. Here's 1, 2, 3. And then there's another one coming back down over there. Or another 2. 1, 2. And then that's the 12th, 13th. And then this should bring you right back up into OpEx for 705, 715, or whatever. So get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Only thing I care about is this right here. And no, I'm not thinking about this here yet. I'm not thinking about like, oh my God, bloodbath. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not thinking about any of that right now. Just trying to get this whole thing done to the downside. I'm going to be out by the time we get there. I'm out. Save that for the bullshitters and the FOMOers, Marines, however you want to describe them. And I'll take another trade over here to the downside if we get that new low down there. So this is expectations into the close. If you want to snip this, preliminary expectations right here. I should make that a dotted line too. Like none of that matters. The only thing that matters here just draw it like that. Something just like that, right in here. And I think you're going to tick that fucking thing. I think you are. That would tell us we're going up. If we fail early, telling you watch out downside. Let's try this on a smaller frame. Half-hour trigger. Let's look at this together. This is a dotted line. We don't have to go that deep. If the trend is up, right? If the trend is up, I'm giving you as much time. So it's time or price, right? We can squeeze up here. We can actually make this new high right here and squeeze straight up. But you can't take that long unless you get the new high back here with the back test successfully on the 1 and 5 minute trigger. No new low over here either. See that right there is no low. They didn't get the new low. And again, no new low there. They're gonna try for it, but they didn't get it. They should have gotten this on this first stroke. So this should have been lower. This is bullish, by the way, into the close. You beat the prior high right there. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. There's your close right there. Now we're in a 1 minute, 1 minute frame right here. So we're gonna blow this up. I'll even draw it better for you. I'll even draw it cleaner. I'll give you every little thing. It's one bam, 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 bam. That one needs to be slightly higher. About there. Stops underneath. This is your entry point right here, but you have to make the you take the entry right here. And you can't give this up either. I gotta do this nighttime shows. I'm not doing it yet, but man, there's no fucking way I can do this all day long and then do that night. Maybe I can. I'm gonna need to start doing a bunch of methamphetamine or something. Woo! Woohoo! I love crack. I'm gonna need to get some help. I should bring like I should bring like one of those hammocks from like a canvas one from like a ship or something. I'll just get on the hammock. Like especially the summer doldrums, just sit here. Oh dude, I have the stream I haven't turned off that stream that I'm on break. Like a fucking beach whale and shit. And you want to do this at least twice a day. Do this shit in the morning to nighttime. I do it like fucking 4 times a day, but you have new information in the market. You've got new time frames. You got new flows. You got new news. You got new inflection or not inflection points, but you get new inflection points, and you also get new information. Right? Oh my God, they just told me they're going to do a speech at 4 p.m. Trump will be out at 6 p.m. That kind of stuff. So at least twice a day if you can. Make sense? You mind if I get up there, Red Beast? That's what I got to do. I was talking to my wife about it. I'm like, I think I need to, I think what I'll need to do after the 4 p.m. When I end at 4, I'm going to have to go outside for like 2 hours and go for a run or something. Go outside, take a run, and then come back in, have like that pumped upness. You know what else sucks about it too? I slowed down on like any kind of like partying. Past like 4 weeks, I've been lowering and lowering partying, and because I don't have the time. I don't have the time for it. It's gonna be stupid. So we'll see. Hammock is a great idea, right, Red Beast? Marmot, how you doing? Good to see you, man. You didn't get the fucking low. You didn't get the goddamn low. Right here. You didn't get the low, so we're going up. Oh, you wanted 686. Yeah. 686 is a good place. This is where you want to get out. You know you leave this shit to the FOMOers down here. Oh, we're gonna break through, dude. No, fuck no. You're out well long before we get there. You should have been out like right here. On this low right here. Yeah, 685.94. Good job. Whoever said that out there, 696. Good job. You get out at 696 and you leave the fucking rest to the FOMOers. Don't fuck with FOMOers, man. Ever. You good job saying that. 686. Perfect. Leave the fucking FOMO shit to the FOMOers. I know it's enticing. I get that it's enticing. You know, you got to leave your runners running. Fuck that noise. Take my fucking money and get the fuck on out. Live to fight another day. If you can't get that shit in a 10 seconds chart or a 1 minute chart or whatever the fuck it is you're doing, you fucking do it on a higher frame. You know, do it on an hour frame or do it on a half-hour frame or do it on a 15-minute or a fucking, you know, on a 4-hour frame if that's what you want to trade. If you want to stay in longer than this right here, in the frame that you're on, you need to stay within that frame. If you're outside of that frame, you can stay on that outside of that frame. On a higher frame, it's going down anyways. My entry is way up here or way down here, and you don't care. But like on a 1 minute frame, that was the exit. That 86 was the exit on a 1 minute frame. 100%. You guys are awesome, dude. You guys are fucking dope. Fucking love you guys. Fucking goddamn best motherfucking traders in the whole goddamn fucking. You should see these guys. You should be like, Rubner and his gang, GS, JPM. They're all making comment. You guys know this? Like they're all making commentary that you guys are getting good. They're all like, dude, retail traders aren't fucking around anymore. They're like, they don't fuck around. Like retailers are getting good at what they do. First time in history. Like as a group, internet, listening to the rules and the tools, like you guys are getting fucking good at trading. 100% across the board, everywhere. Not just our traders, but retailers in general. They're getting really fucking good. We're beating everybody. We're beating fucking hedge funds. Like those guys on the street, not the street. Like I wouldn't fuck with a floor trader, but like your general finance guy, they put their pants on, take their pants off. You could trade the market way better than them. You smoke a fucking I'll fucking smoke 80% of those fuckers from JPM, maybe more. You will too, or do. They're not as good as you think they are. They might have went to school for fucking finance, but they're sitting with those fucking in those goddamn offices. Not the same fucking group of people. I was reading something yesterday that I noticed. Like when I go to Chicago and shit, like finance people are way different than they used to be. Like the hard charging finance bros, that's a fucking dying breed. Dying fucking breed. It's all like computers and algorithms and I gotta follow rules and all this other stuff. Like that old Wild West shit, cowboy shit, out the door. You can see it. A little bit higher, not that low. It's right here. Watch us get a big red bar to the downside. Big red fuck you bar. Yeah, and fuck you, bro. Did you sell that fucking one lot just to fuck me? Yes, I did. Yeah, I gotta get a hammock. I gotta go to the hammock district, Red Beast. I gotta go to the fucking hammock district. Yeah, a ton. Well, they still come and go. I notice them. I notice that they still come and go. They still get flushed. I was talking to a big ass account guy not recently, last year. No, 2 years ago we had a conversation because we were talking about I'm not gonna say his name, but he's got like fucking 3 million followers or something stupid like that. And I was like, big service guy. We were chatting about I called him out by mistake, and I shouldn't have. I was grouping him in with a bunch of other fucks, and he was like, "Why the fuck did you call me out?" I was like, "We'd never talked." And he's like, "Why the fuck are you calling me out?" I'm like, I apologize. I didn't mean to call you out. I was like, you got in the snare. You got in the snare of. We weren't really ready to start buying spec growth yet. It was a little too early to buy spec growth, and the rush was on. And I was like, I think that this is wonton. I was like, we're still not ready yet. It's kind of like a bear calling tops. like the ones that always call the tops, like every fucking top is a top. I was like, these fucking guys are just as bad as the fucking bears. They just want the fucking bull market to start. This was when we first started it, years ago, and it was like 2 years. Maybe it was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years now. But he contacted me and I apologized. I sucked him off. I got on my knees and said, seriously, I was like, I did not mean to call you out. But that led into a bigger conversation, which was that he got caught in the COVID. He got caught in the COVID roll in 2022, and he gave all his money back to the fucking. He gave all his money back to the market, and we were discussing that whole thing. Oh, they red barred it. These fucking pricks. Look at that. Watch them one lot sell me here. They did. Taking stops. I might take a. Hold on a second here. I'm taking a long right now. Wait for me. I want you guys to see my login. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I want to buy that right now. You guys can see my login information on my mirror lenses here, so I'm gonna wait. Look at that, nailed that fucking thing. You see that yellow one right there? See that right there? They opened the door to the downside. You see it? See that tick? These fuckers. What do you do here? If you're long, what do you do here? Do you know? You stay long. They're gonna bring this fucker right back up again. I can't do this right now because you guys are gonna see my login. They did fucking red bar. I was wondering if they're gonna do this shit. Who did that? Was that you? Who sold the fucking MES lot on me? You fucks. Open the fucking door right there. That's the one they wanted opened right here. The party right here. This is the new target down below. Right there is the new target. I'm gonna bring it right back up here now. And then downside. Bastards. This one's slightly higher. This one is, leave right here. Yeah, right there. I want it to take that long right there. Some money in there. Talk about a fucking, look at that shit. Woo. I fucking love these red candles. They just don't give a fuck, do they? Like we're going down, we're gonna sell the fuck out of this before we ever get to that data on Friday. Like we're gonna sell this shit, sell the fuck out of this market down before we get to that data. The fact that they're doing this early, oh man, they ain't trusting shit on that data. Revenge trading. Like, I don't care about the data. We're going down, baby. We're going to be out of here before that data ever hits the fucking wire. Here's the exit for you. If you're caught right here, if you're long, this is where you'll be given the opportunity to get off. So you can see this. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. These fuckers, look at that. Look at that fucking. Look at that fucking wham. Take all your stops in here. That's why you hand do stops. Are you going to music lessons? Just a note that I've got just a heads up here that I've got Avgo going up after the bell, trading 330 to sell tomorrow thereafter. I've got Avgo going up to 330 and then going down. It'll be sell the news after the bell. Ugh. I'll post an expectation in the oh my god, I'm dying here. Need water. What is going on with this chart? I got something weird going on. I'll post this for you in the Discord. Where's Discord? Discord. Discord. Hang tight, I guess. Hold on. Oh, yeah, there's your exit. You see, you got your exit. Oh, I'm not watching this. You got your exit right there. Sorry, I'm posting something above. There's your plunge. If you let's watch this together. Hold on here. So watch this. This is good price action to watch right here. So you've got the up move right here. You've got the bam. In that you can see it right here. Plunge, take all your stops. Give you a chance to get out so you can manage your long. And then what do they do here? Woof, straight back down. Depths of fucking hell right there. And where are we going right here? Oh, right there. Look at it. You see it? I want to buy a fucking dip again. Like I wanted to buy this one right here, and now I want to buy this one pretty bad after the bell. 1602 right now. See that one right there? Woo! God damn. Look at that plunge right there. Give you the exit, and then immediately to the downside, take the opposite side of the trade. You guys should buy that. I'm not going to buy it because you guys will see my login. But my shit's not set up right now to be doing this. And I'd be buying this one too right now for Avgo into tomorrow morning. 100 or next 15 minutes, take this one. Oh, dude, oh. This is a sweet trade right here, and this is a sweet trade right here. What's Avgo doing? Hey, buddy. I thought it was right now. What's up, Canada Fed? I haven't seen you in a bit. I thought Avgo was today, wasn't it? Got the day wrong? Maybe it just hasn't released yet. I posted a chart for Avgo in the Discord. What's up, buddy? How you doing? What's up, motherfucker? Nobody's here. It's just you and I. You want to fucking eat some fucking meat or what? You want to get all fucking like macho dog with me? But what are you leaving for? Fuck you going, bro? You want to see him? I got two of them. I got an Aussie Shepherd and I got a Border Collie. Jack! What's going on? What's going on, you dirty old man? That's Henry. Jack! He's the alpha, so I gotta be like, get over here. What are you doing, you dirty old dog? What's going on? Come here. Come here, Jack. You gonna hop up here? You getting old? You old fucker, get over here. Come here. He's like, I ain't getting up there. He's like, fuck you. I'll post a picture in the Discord. Come here. Come here, Jack. All right, I'll take out. He's not. He's like, fuck you, give me meat. You're not gonna buy that shit in the last 15-minute trade to the upside? You guys are out of your minds. That shit's going up right now in the 15-minute. This one here, this flush right here, you couldn't trade this. There was no trade in this one right here. One fucking MES Chicago I missed but this one you could have traded, and this one you could have traded, and this one's worth a trade too. Oh, I fucking love trading. I'm angry right now because I could have taken this one here. I would have taken that one. I would have taken that one, and I would have taken this one. This is a lot of money in here. Kind of angry right now. Oh, what? Your pit bull ate half the Lord's lettuce yesterday? Holy fuck. Did he get all geeked out or whatever? I've had when I was younger, I had friends that would fishbowl their dogs and shit. That's a great trading right there. That's like killer money right there. I've never done that to my dogs. I like my dogs. I consider them like they're my kids or something. They're like family. But yeah, if they get dude, what just happened there? My account was accessed from somewhere else. Okay, I need to I need to figure out what the fuck is going on here. All right. I might need to change my password. Okay. I'll change my password. Time to change my passwords. I'm going to figure this out really quick. I'll fix this really fast here. I don't know who the fuck is accessing my account. A developer, maybe? Maybe it's a developer that's accessing it. It's got to be a developer accessing my account. Yeah. I'm trying to think of my I had my dog once ate a pound of bacon. I went into like the store to grab something. I missed like an orange juice or something. So like stopped in a grocery store and then some kind of like corner store, like a bodega or some shit. And not a bodega because we'd be walking to it, but he ate a pound of fucking bacon. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Maybe we can get the Zavgo report before not the close, but next 15 minutes. I've got Avgo going up and selling 330. Maybe a little bit of weakness for a minute, big quick downstroke, and then move to 330. If you're in Avgo long, try to take the money and run at 330 if you can. $330. If you like own Avgo, take the money up there. Ah, fuck, I forgot the MOC today. Hold on, guys. I'll get it to you right now. I'll post it for the Discord. That's my bad. Sorry. I'm a little out of pocket, or not out of pocket, but everything is like the whole setup is so weird or new that I don't have a rhythm down. Hang tighter, guys. I got you in the MOC. It's all buy action. It's all buy side. I'll post in the Discord right now. I apologize. Thanks for saying something. Significance on MOC. The only edge that I've ever been able to find, I didn't find. Trader Podcast is a he holds a very high degree in probability and statistics. I'm not going to tell you what he does for work, but he did an analysis on MOC buy and sell. I find that the MOC on individual tickers is pretty accurate. I posted it inside the Discord. The one edge that I've seen is he did a paper on it. We have it in the Discord. I can post it for you there if you want. And it shows that if you have so many buys or so many sells, you can long with like in 70% of the time accuracy, depending upon the billions of dollars they're buying or selling, gives you an edge like 3 to 5 days later for an upside move. But other than that, I don't see any edge. And he doesn't either. This guy's a really smart guy. Get out by get out like 4:12 p.m. About 4:12 p.m. Try to get out of the market if you're long here. Try to get out as we go up here into the close. No, it's actually buyers right now. It's not sellers. It changes to the MOC and the MOC. It changes over the course of about 10 minutes. Right now, it's MOC buying across the board. Buy everything. Top 5 buys: Apple, Google, Meta, Google, Meta, NVDA. Top sells: GS, Tesla, RTX, CVX, and UPS. That makes sense. Just heads up to you guys out there. I've been charting the last few days. There's a rotation out of the Dow and a rotation into tech right now. I think we've gone over this in the stream. Like, I'm not bearish here, guys. Like, this is new month flow is coming in to go long into the middle of March, in my view. I am not on the crash trade. Haven't been. I don't want to even entertain it. I got no time for any of that. Like, this whole early week shit with like all this fucking doom, they can blow me all day long. I got no time for that doom. Zero. Like, literally fucking zero. I got no time to be entertaining it. I got no fucking time to be like spreading it. Like, sometimes I'll do a shit post like, yeah, we're gonna crash, but I tell you right away I'm shit posting. All that shit is bullshit right now. There's no sign of crashing right now. None. And the structure of the market's weak. That's horse shit too. Your 250 a day MEAs, they can blow me all day long with that shit. It means nothing. There's no fucking edge in that stuff. So I got nothing for any of those people. I'll be honest. Like, at the end of the day, fuck all those guys. Like, blow me all day long. Put your fucking money where your mouth is in that shit. Because you're selling something. You're proprietary this and you're proprietary that. You guys have a good day. 3 minutes left. Try to get out here into the close if you're on 0 dates. Try to take the money and run. I'll see all of you guys tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. Oh, wait a minute. I got end credits now. Adios.